Welcome. You are now at the top of humanity. You are eligible for a cloning, a rare and distinct honour only bestowed upon a few humans. Today, I will be taking you through a simple cloning procedure. But what does this mean? This means that we will be making an exact functioning replica of you yourself. We will be maintaining your public image and also furthering your career for a hefty tithing of your income, shall we say. And you will be able to live a life of simplicity and luxury behind the scenes while still receiving a more than adequate income which may suit your lifestyle. You may select up to 15 people who come to live with you in your sanctuary while we take control of your public image. I'm very glad that you have elected for this. In a perfect world, I imagine that everyone would be clones and everyone would be living a life of luxury. The cloning process happens in 3 stages, all of which I will be working with you to achieve today. Stage 1. We shall be taking samples from you. There is no need to worry. This is very painless. You did not work so hard in your career to ever have to experience pain ever again. Step 2. We will be, of course, taking your measurements. After all, we would not be able to perfectly replicate your physicality if we did not know exactly what we are working with. And then lastly, we shall be extracting your soul. Does everything make sense? Well, I'm very happy to hear that everything does make sense for you. Here at our facilities, we have a unique method of obtaining skin samples. We have this not very adhesive sellotape, and we shall be applying it to various parts of your body and then gently removing it. There is no need to be concerned. This adhesive is very weak and will only remove dead skin cells from the outside of your body and possibly a few alive ones. But we have never received any complaints of pain before, so please keep that in mind. There is no need to be anxious. In fact, some people do find the process of having their entire life copied and taken over quite relaxing. Are you ready for the first stage? I'm so happy to hear, because you don't have a choice now that you have signed the waivers. Well, it's always an interesting process applying a little bit of sticky tape to my associates. We shall be applying very gently, and then in a moment we shall remove the adhesive. Okay. This is all very technical. I take great pride in my work. Being able to live a solitary life, I imagine, is quite attractive to someone who has spent a significant amount of their life in the public sector. Well, I'm happy to be able to assist you. While I'm doing this, maybe I'll explain some other methods of receiving samples that we shall employ. Soon I shall be removing dead hair cells from your scalp. This will not be painful, of course, as I shall just be running my hands through your hair. That, of course, should not be painful. Sometimes I am jealous of you people getting to sit back and relax for the rest of your lives, but I am glad that I'm able to do my job here and have some influence over what the clones do once they're in the public. Well, we're almost there. Just a few more pieces. Now, a slightly longer piece. Oh, okay. Good. I must say you look dashing with all this sellotape on you. It's a shame we probably won't see each other again, though I will be seeing you again. But, the important you, not the real you. The clone, of course. The, more influential individual, which I can control. Okay. Well, it does look like we have enough skin sample site, so I shall begin the painless and quick procedure of removing these. Okay. See, that did not hurt at all. But don't flinch like that next time because you're freaking me out. Okay, next piece. Very good. Just sit like you're doing. You're doing a marvelous job. Yes. But you people are very good at sitting and doing nothing. I mean, that's what it is to be a famous person, I guess. There we go. See, that wasn't too painful, was it? Oh, it was a bit? Oh well. Yes, well, I understand what you mean about the possibility of me contaminating the skin cells, but my DNA sequence is already in most of the clones, so I don't think it matters too much. I like to have a genetic and neural link with the clones to be able to control them, of course. Don't want a clone acting out of behaviour. It's nice to have all of the clones doing what you would do. Good. We're coming close to the end of this part. Good. You did very well. Congratulations, you can sit down for like 5 minutes. Okay, let me just quickly take a hair sample from you. Well, I didn't think your hair would feel like that. But whatever, your clone shall be a little bit improved. Okay. That piece looks good enough. Okay, now let me just get out the clippers and some scissors. Good. Okay, just while I clip your fingernail, please hold it out. I'm very sorry, but I do have to clip off a part of your fingernail and keep it for research purposes. This is not for a private collection, I can assure you. Good. See, very easy. It's very easy to surrender control. Now, this is a bit some people find possibly strange, but we do need to take clippings of both your eyebrows and whatever hair on your face we can find. We'll be able to find something. Maybe something up your nose, or a stray hair on your chin. Let's start on your eyebrows, and I will just collect them in my hand. There's no need to worry. I do this all the time, and I shall not cut your eye. And, of course, that facial hair, and I can actually see a very small translucent hair, and I will just... Good. Easy, easy, easy. Now, I need a small sample of saliva and other bacteria which lay in your mouth. So, could you please open wide? Just say, sing it operatically. Okay, very good. Let me place that down. Good. And now we need to replicate your eyes. This won't be painful or anything of the sort. We just need you to be very still and look into this flashing light. Okay. Just as it goes. Yes. Good. Very good. Don't start getting sleepy on me, I'm very sorry, but no closing your eyes yet. Of course it's fine to feel relaxed, but keep your eyes open, please. Okay, now, please close your eyes. Thank you, and again we shall flash the light. Okay. Now open your eyes and please follow. Very good. Follow again. Okay. Very good, very good. Now, it's time for the slightly more evasive part. Measurements. Let me just get my measuring tape. Now, it is finally time to measure you. We will be taking quite a few different measurements, some of them unorthodox, but it is rather unorthodox to clone and completely take power over an individual. Now please sit back. First, we'll go around your cranium, which is a fancy way of saying your skull noggin. Very good. Just sit still. Good. Your head is of a head size. That's a good thing for certain. Now, we have to take a measurement around your neck. Don't worry, it won't be too tight, even if you ask me to. Your neck is neck-sized, I guess, and I'm sure if you wished you could wear a tie. Now, I need a measurement directly around your thigh. Okay, so I may need to come a little closer. Okay, just 1 second. Let me reach. And for accuracy, we do need to measure your other thigh as well. Congratulations. Your thighs are thigh-like. Now, there's no need to feel uncomfortable. I have seen it all and replicated it all. I need to take a measurement of your waist. Okay. Good. Now, as for the other, slightly more personal measurements, I believe you had done them yourselves and sent them to my secretary. So it says here that... Okay. Is that true? Okay. Well, if you say so. What other measurements do we have now that we've got those ones out of the way? The biceps. Show me them muscle boys. And the other. Very good. Now your wrist. And the largest point of your forearm muscle, please. Okay. Now we need the length of your arms. Please do this for me. Okay. And your other arm, please. Good. And now your leg. And the other. Okay. Now, as we do the next measurement, I shall explain to you the next section. So please, could you please just lay out your hands like that in mine, and I will take some measurements of your fingers and the muscles of your hand. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I shall explain. The next section we shall be stealing your soul, which some say is rather controversial, but I find it to be quite innovative. It's definitely very unique to our company. I have not seen it done before, but, well, I guess it's all for science, and it can't be that bad. Now, regardless of what people say, the actual act of losing your soul feels great. You will only feel the pain later on when you look back, but not now. Actually, this will give you a lot more money and likely increase your quality of life a bit, unless you're a very moral person in your mind. Okay, the measurements of your hands are complete. You can have your hands back. Now for the Stealing Your Soul segment, we shall be reading to you a set of procedurally generated questions which are related to the process and which shall allow us to accurately do what we aim for. Remember, you must answer all questions accurately. The first question: what do you consider the essence of your creative integrity and art is? Interesting. Okay. If you were to succumb to money and power and influence and abandon some of your original philosophical ideas, what would you have to do that? That's disgusting. I like it. What would you never do? Well, that shouldn't be too hard. Are you afraid of appearing drunk or high at important public events? Finally, the most important: what drama, or let's say assets, can we use to kind of give to the fuel of the Twitter popularity fires. Has someone ever wronged you in the past? Good. Enemies are fuel. It's very important to have enemies, and I always say that if you don't have enemies, make some, because enemies are your greatest assets. Okay, well, the cloning does seem to be complete. I very much look forward to gaining control of your person and running your life while you go off and live somewhere quietly and not interfering with any of my doings, as the contract clearly says. Thank you. I'm very glad that you chose me to clone you and to take control of your life. If you have any famous friends which you recommend to clone, please send them my way. And good luck. Don't get bored because you can't have your old life back. Goodbye.